What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another break on this Sunday evening. Right now, we've got our 2025 Kakawow Cosmos Disney 10 box full case number 6. Going to go ahead and get this shared over to the group, get everybody tagged, and we will go ahead and get started. Okay, I'll have to check. He may not have added these new ones because he typically only adds the ones that are on the website when he drops the codes and then adds the new breaks for the next day. But after this break, I will check with him and see if he can add these ones. Almost got all the tags in here. Just a couple more names. Yeah, my pleasure. I don't have access to it, otherwise I would just change it real quick. We'll get that fixed after this break. All right, there we go. Got all those tags in there. Already got a few folks in, so we're going to crack this case and get started. All right, let me get this case moved out of the way. Get these boxes moved back just a little bit. There we go. Let's go ahead and get started. Good luck, everybody. 10 boxes. Looking for one collection poster per box. We hit a one-of-one sketch card in our last break. Hoping we can duplicate that luck in some way. Got the raffle cards there. Those will be randomed at the end of the break. Empty box number 1. Got a flash there for the Zootopia spot. Aladdin for the Aladdin spot there. Got a nice Goofy here to start us off. For the Goofy spot, 18 out of 75. Go ahead and get that one magged up. Let's do it, Joe. Let's do it. Nice Donald Duck there for the Donald spot. We do have 2 more cases we just dropped on the website as well, if you're interested in getting into those. Currently, the code does not work on those just because they dropped after the code dropped. So normally we wait, but I will get that fixed after this break for anybody. First collection poster booklet here. That one go over to the Mickey Mouse spot. Congrats on that one. Nice. Joy out of 365 for the inside out spot. That one going to be 33 out of 365. Got a nice Luigi there on the die cut for the car spot. Fun little Halloween costume. Got a nice Joy here for the inside out spot. That one going to be 53 out of 100. Last pack from box number 1 here. Nice Mirabelle there for the Encanto spot. With that, we'll move our base over and hop into box number 2. Raffle card there. Empty box number 2. Nice Lady and the Tramp on the collection poster there. Lovely vintage poster design for that one. Nice Sadness there for the inside out spot. That one going to be 43 out of 365. Nice die cut on the John Smith there for the Pocahontas spot. Abbey Park for turning red. We got a nice Elsa here for the Frozen spot. Bound to be 43 out of 149, and this is what they call a lucky card. So if you look right there, there is an indent. You can actually rip this card open and find a smaller card on the inside. Now I'm going over to the Frozen spot. Congrats on that. If anybody ends up ripping theirs, let me know. I would love to see what is hiding on the inside there. Lady there for the Lady in the Tramp spot. Pacha there for the Emperor's New Groove. Nice first auto here. Going to be Bo Peep for the Toy Story spot. 41 out of 100. Get that one magged up. All right, let's get this base moved over. We'll hop into box number 3. Raffle there. Empty box there. Ember Lumen for the Elemental spot there. Another collection poster here. That one going over to Mickey Mouse. Congrats on that one. Nice flick for the Bugs Life out of 365 here. That one going to be 89 out of 365. We've got a relic here. This one going to be Daisy Duck on the Dollhouse memorabilia. That would be 22 out of 155. Nice one there for the Duck family spot. Going over to Travis. There you go, Travis. Nice little relic there for you. Congrats on that. Nice one there. Yeah, I love those Dollhouse. They're a little interesting, considering what fabrics they choose to use for the relics, but they're a fun concept. Got a nice Remy there for the Ratatouille spot on the die cut. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Walter. Thanks for letting me know. Got a nice Sully here for the Monsters Inc. spot. That would be 92 out of 100. We'll go ahead and get that one magged up. All right, let me get this base moved over. We'll hop into box number 4. Raffle there. Empty box. Judy Hopps there for the Zootopia spot on the die cut. Got an Encanto on the collection poster here. Nice one there for the Encanto spot. Nice Pluto there for the Pluto spot. That one going to be at 132 out of 225. Jasmine there for Aladdin. Manticore there for the Onward spot. We got a Gold Aurora for the Sleeping Beauty spot. 6 out of 10. Congrats on that one. Going over to Preston. There we go. Nice one there. Congrats on that. A nice Sadness here for the Inside Out spot. 54 out of 100. And away to Ripple for Elemental. All right, let me get this basement over. Hop into box number 5, our halfway point here. Raffle there. Empty box there. Ennui for the inside out spot out of 365. That one going to be 112 out of 365. Nice little Doug there for the up spot on the die cut. Nice. Aliens out of 100. That one going to be 16 out of 100 for the Toy Story spot. Candy canes in their hand. Little Christmas variation. Got a Cinderella collection poster booklet here. Nice one there for the Cinderella spot. Congrats on that. Nice Donald Duck here for the Duck family spot. That would be 87 out of 100. Last pack here. Bolt there. Let me get this basement over. I'm going to grab another pack of sleeves real quick, and then we'll have it in box number 6. All right, box number 6 here. Good luck, everybody. Empty box there. Raffle card. Nice Jumba Jukiba there for the Lilo and Stitch spot. That one would be 81 out of 100. Got a nice Snow White and the Seven Dwarves poster there for the Snow White spot. A nice Fear there for the Inside Out spot. That one can be 79 out of 365. Lionheart there for the Zootopia spot. We have a monster of a card here. Going to be Cinderella, Princess Aurora, and Snow White on the triple auto. 16 out of 25. How about that? First triple auto we have pulled from Disney Kakawow. That'll be randomed at the end of the break between those three characters. Massive one there. Congrats to those individuals. Whoever ends up with it in the random at the end of the break. Pocahontas on the die cut there. Miguel there for the Coco spot. Merida for the Brave spot. Sean making an offer in the chat. Got a nice Aliens here for the Toy Story spot. That one will be 14 out of 45. We'll go ahead and get that one magged up. right, let me get this basement over. We'll hop into box number 7. Yeah, I love the aliens from Toy Story and the fun little different variations they have in here for them. Raffle there. Empty box. Russell on the die cut. Nice Jasmine here for the Aladdin spot. That one could be 5 out of 188. Got a Zootopia booklet here. Nice one there. The real rodents of Rodentia. Got a Miguel here for the Coco spot. That one could be 128 out of 365. We got a Mike Wazowski on the green for the Monsters Inc. spot. That one could be 19 out of 25. Wonderful color match there. Get that one magged up. Grab some more top loaders real quick. All right, let me get this basement over. We'll hop into box number 8. Nearing the end. Raffle there. Empty box there. Die cut Olaf there for the frozen spot. Got a nice Manticore there for the upward spot. That one would be 31 out of 45. Onward, excuse me. Got another Cinderella here for the Cinderella spot on the collection poster. Nice one there. Congrats on that. Got an anxiety there for the inside out spot. That one could be 69 out of 365. Got another little aliens here. That one going to be 11 out of 45. We'll go ahead and get that one bagged up. All right, let me get this basement over. We'll hop into our second to last box here. Raffle there. Empty box there. Got a Frozen collection poster here. Nice one there, going over to the Frozen spot. Got an Arlo here for the good dinosaur. That would be 123 out of 365. Got a nice Snow White here for the Snow White spot. That one could be 89 out of 188. Got Carl Fredrickson there for the up spot on the die cut. Got a nice Pleakley here for the Lilo and Stitch spot. 30 out of 100. All right, let me get this basement over. We'll hop into our final box here. And we will random that triple auto if nobody else comments on Sean's deal. Otherwise, we can figure it out after the chat if anybody is interested in exploring that. go. Final box. Good luck, everybody. Raffle there. Empty box there. Nick Wild there on the die cut for the Zootopia spot. Booklet here on the collection poster. That one going to be random between Donald and Goofy. Got a nice Tiana here for the Princess and the Frog spot. 13 out of 188. Nice Heimlich there for the Bugs Life spot. That one would be 124 out of 365. Spot there from the Good Dinosaur. Gail Columbus there from Elemental. Nice Angel there for the Lilo and Stitch spot. That one would be 98 out of 100. Last pack. Good luck, everybody. We got an Aladdin auto out of 25. 6 out of 25. That's a little last pack magic there for you. There we go. Congrats on that one. Get this base moved over. We'll hop into our recap, starting off with the random. We'll first random our raffle cards and then random the triple auto and this booklet between Donald and Goofy. Ended up with 3 autos. I believe we only got 1 in the last box, or in the last case, so that'll make up for that. All right, let me get these randoms built here. All right. Here we go with our giveaways. I'll do the verification codes for all of them at the same time, so we'll run through all 3 real quick. Got the raffle cards here. First, David on top, Sean on the bottom. Same order as on your screen. You can roll the dice. Anything less than 4, we roll again, and then the top 10 names will each get one. Good luck. Got a 5, so we're good there. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Adam Daly, Elton, Galbraith, Andrew Jones, Preston LaForme, Dave Schoenfeld, Andrew Jones, Travis Von Epps, Adam Daly, Corey Harvard, and Barry Knoll getting those. Congrats on that. And we'll hop over here to the Donald and Goofy booklet. Same thing, going to roll the dice. Anything less than 4, we roll again. Whichever name is on top, we'll get that one. Good luck. Got a 10, so we're good there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That one going over to the Donald spot. Congrats on that. And we've got the triple auto. 16 out of 25. You can see that on your screen there. Really nice. Cinderella, Princess Aurora, and Snow White. Gonna roll the dice on that one. Anything less than 4. Let me read that, make sure. All right, sounds good, Sean. Snow White, Cinderella, and Sleeping Beauty there. Roll the dice. Anything less than 4, we roll again. Got a 6, so we're good there. Good luck, everybody. Whichever name is on top will get that one. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That one going to the Sleeping Beauty, a.k.a. Princess Aurora spot. Congrats on that. I believe that's going over to Preston. All right, let me get these verification codes copied and pasted into our chat, and then we will hop into the rest of the recap. Appreciate everyone hanging out for the Kakawow breaks today. We had 2 killer cases. There we go. Verification codes have been posted. Here we go with our recap. We'll do our booklets first. Got this one going over to Donald after the random. Frozen, Cinderella, Zootopia, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Cinderella again, Encanto, Mickey Mouse, Lady and the Tramp, and Mickey Mouse. And we have our top-loaded hits here. Angel there for Lilo and Stitch out of 100. Heimlich for Bug's Life out of 365. Tiana out of 188 for The Princess and the Frog. Nick Wilde on the die cut for Zootopia. Bleakley out of 100 for Lilo and Stitch. Carl Fredrickson for Up. Snow White for the Snow White spot out of 188. Arlo out of 365 for the Good Dinosaur spot. Anxiety out of 365 for the Inside Out spot. Manicore out of 45 for the Onward spot. Olaf for Frozen. Miguel out of 365 for Coco. Jasmine for Aladdin out of 188. Russell on the die cut for Up. Pocahontas also on the die cut for the Pocahontas. Fear for Inside Out of 365. Jumbo Jakiba out of 100 for the Lilo and Stitch. Aliens out of 100 for the Toy Story. Doug there on the die cut for Up. Ennui out of 365 for Inside Out. Sadness out of 100 for Inside Out. Pluto out of 288 for the Pluto spot. Judy Hopps on the die cut for the Zootopia spot. Remy for Ratatouille. Flick out of 365 for Bug's Life. Elsa on the lucky card there out of 149 for the Frozen spot. John Smith on the die cut for the Pocahontas. Sadness out of 365 for Inside Out. Joy out of 100 for Inside Out. Luigi on the die cut there and for Cars, and Joy out of 365 for Inside Out. Then we have our mags here. Aliens out of 45 for Toy Story, and Aliens out of 45 for Toy Story. Bo Peep Auto out of 100, also for Toy Story. Donald Duck out of 100 for the Donald Duck spot. Jimmy Sully Sullivan there out of 100 for the Monsters, Inc. spot. Mike Wazowski out of 25 for the Monsters, Inc. spot. Daisy Duck out of 155 on the Dollhouse. Relic there for the Duck spot. Aurora out of 10 for the Sleeping Beauty spot. Goofy out of 75 for the Goofy spot. And Aladdin on the auto out of 25 for the Aladdin spot. And we finish off with this massive triple auto, 16 out of 25. Snow White, Princess Aurora, and Cinderella going to the Sleeping Beauty spot after that random.